So Bitcoin, and all the other coins have dropped significantly over the last day. Bitcoin was close to $800, and as of today, this morning, it has touched $500. And as last I just checked a few minutes ago, was $524. That is just an unbelievable move in basically less than a day of time frame. That is just incredible to me. And that's one of the primary reasons why I said don't sell any of your silver to go gamble and play with Bitcoin and Litecoin and anything else. If anything else, take a little cash on the side and buy some of these things. You know, because like anything, you know, it's a bet. It's a gamble. It doesn't mean that the prices aren't going to just go back up all of a sudden, you know, or can't go up all of a sudden, because they can. They already have once or twice or 3 times, and they can certainly do it again. But I don't think they've come down from that $1,000 range, $800, $1,000 range. I mean, they were over $1,200 not that long ago. You know, just a matter of a couple weeks ago. So to see something that was $1,200, anything, go down to $500 in like 2 weeks, that's unbelievable. That's more of a decline percentage-wise and time period-wise than anything silver has ever experienced. I don't think I've ever seen silver drop at any price level down to, you know, like a 60% loss or whatever this equates to, you know, in the time period of 2 weeks. I don't think I've ever seen that. Matter of fact, I don't know if anything else has. Now, during a big crash event of a stock market or something like that, sure, you could see some big moves. But I'm talking, there's no crash happening, right? There's nothing really going on right now. So, again, my theory of that the government is the one buying up all these Bitcoins because they have to control any kind of market. Whenever there's a competing currency or a competing market of any sort, the government must, at all costs, no matter what the fee is, handle business and control it. My boss called me yesterday. We were chatting for a little bit, and we just went over. We were just telling him the same thing. I said, you know, I'm pretty sure it's the government that's buying up most of the Bitcoin so that they can get a controlling share of these things, so that they can move the price. And I said, but if people are becoming small, you know, millionaires and making small fortunes in the process, well, by God, I said, you know, because he's like, weren't you saying like many months ago that it was kind of like a sham or a little bit ridiculous, like, you know, don't stay away from it? And I said, yes, absolutely, I did. I said, and right now, to me, it's like it's a sham. These are digital. I said, you know, I said, look, imagine this. You got a company that mines literally gold and silver. They have to buy the excavation equipment. They've got to find a mining place that is actually rich in gold and silver, and then go mine it. That takes manpower. That takes lots of money, lots of equipment, and it's not just a one-time thing, right? You got to keep going, keep going. So he's like, yeah. And I said, well, picture this. My computer, and not just the computer, but the mining that happens in Bitcoin and Litecoin, let's say, is done on someone's computer with a program, and the program's actually free. It just matters how many video cards you have in your computer to do how, you know, will depend on how well you do mining. But all it essentially is your computer. Once it's sitting there running, you don't do anything. There's no real interaction, really. It's just running in the background, doing its thing, kind of like your computer does now. So you're really mining, but all it really is a software program designed to make sure that nobody can mine too fast. And people, of course, are finding ways to mine faster and faster, but nonetheless, it's a digital mining thing. And the bottom line is, you're not really there's no real effort like you would see in someone mining something on the ground, digging, buying an excavator. You know, there's not really any of that. So I said, yeah, this thing scares the hell out of me. I don't know how this thing could ever go up in price other than the federal government getting involved and buying as many of these things as they can get their hands on so that they can control the price. And I said, because they're doing that, all that means is it's a free ride. It's a free ride for anyone who wants to get in Bitcoins when that was happening. And you're going to make out like a bandit. Because the government's basically buying up all the Bitcoins, taxpayer expense, however you want to look at it, but they're doing it. So you might as well ride as long as you can. So where this will end right now, I don't know, but it's already down to $500. Hopefully it kicks back in a year. If not, I'm still going to keep mining, because when the currency reset happens, this may have a new life breathed into it. Take care.